the struggles of making a video. Have to be a must-have for Vita owners. So if you love Freedom Wars, love any game Freedom Wars. What's going on YouTube? What's going on YouTube? Quentin Those Games here, and today we're gonna get down with another review. And the review is gonna be on Soul Sacrifice Delta for the PlayStation Vita. So just to be frank, before we start this review, this game is flame, dog. This game is flame. This game is just a really enjoyable game. So if you love any of those Monster Hunter type of games, like Freedom Wars, or even I'm pretty sure Berserk should be coming out pretty soon, or like Tukiden or anything like that, then you'll definitely have no problem with this game. And the game has a really bomb-ass story. And if you didn't play the first one, you have no issue playing this one. So other than that, let's go ahead and jump in this review. So Soul Sacrifice Delta is kind of like the half sequel to the original Soul Sacrifice game. Now with Soul Sacrifice Delta, all they've done is pretty much expand on what made Soul Sacrifice good, and also added a lot of things that the original one was missing. Like, first off, the first thing they've added into the games, they've added a deeper character customization, which I thought was pretty cool. And they also added in new spell combinations. So now whenever there's a support spell, and then there's also a main spell you can use. So your support spells can be like your evasion boosters, or like anything where you can barrel underground and come back up so you don't get hit. So now you can actually come back up from the ground and actually hit an enemy with a devastating punch or devastating slice. So now in the game, you actually can have a little bit more fun with the combat system. And then also, they just went all out with the monsters in this game. Yeah, the first game's monsters looked just downright disturbing. This game's monsters looks completely disgusting. So I thought that when they actually added in the different monsters in different areas, I thought it was a pretty nice touch to the game. And then also they even expanded more onto the story mode. So if you haven't played the original story to Soul Sacrifice, then if you get Delta, you're not missing much. You don't have to go back and play the original Soul Sacrifice just to figure out exactly what happened, because you still get the original story, but you get the expanded story, similar to how Final Fantasy Dissidia Duum Decim was compared to the original Dissidia, where you actually got a brand new story, and you can even go back and play the original story within the game. So also, of course, they've added new features to where you can also still save and still sacrifice your enemies, but those are actually chained to factions now. You have the Avalon faction, Sanitarium, and then also you have the Grim faction. So with all those factions put together, they each have a different modifiers when it comes to you saving or sacrificing monsters. And then they actually added in a new one with Grim, which is actually called Fate, which is like saving and sacrificing at the same time, except it's pretty much all equal. So you're going to end up getting most of the power from it, and mostly all you get is like a speed boost. You get extra luck, so you can actually get like more loot drops and stuff like that in the game. So it actually has a little bit more different spins to it. And then like Avalon, whenever you sacrifice an enemy, you can get extra offerings, so you can actually have pretty much like a reload to all of your spells. And then also when you save enemies, you can get the exact same thing. So instead of you just gaining health from saving enemies, you can actually get a reload for a lot of your spells too. So I like the fact that they actually chain that into different factions within this game. And also, just in case if you don't want to play this game by yourself or with an AI partner, you can actually co-op with some of your friends online. You can actually co-op up to 4 people. And what's pretty good is that not only does the game actually, just cost like $18 at that. Also, whenever you actually do connect online and download the free online pass they give you, you also get options to get the new packs that they have going on, like different missions and pretty much like free DLC for you to keep enjoying the game. So that's also another plus with this game. And what's kind of funny is that I literally been editing this and like forming this review up for like a week, and the funny thing is I could only come up with maybe like 2 things, or like maybe 1 thing that I really did not like about the game, and that was actually that your AI partners sometimes can just be completely brain dead, or they just throw out the weakest spells whatsoever and do absolutely no damage to the big monster, so it feels like you're literally doing all the work. And then also the character customization was a little bit more in depth, but it seems like there were certain things that I could do with the older version, like even change like eye color or something like that within the game, which I think I could do. But I mean, other than that, the only thing that I could really make me look like me was having dreads. But I don't have dreads, so it's just like, what the hell. But those are literally the only two things that was just kind of like, eh. But other than that, I had a really good time with this game, and if I was to rate this game, I would definitely give it a 9 out of 10. The game is definitely a must-have if you love any of these Monster Hunter type games for the PS Vita, or just buy the game in general. It's actually a really, really dope game, and you can have a lot of fun with it playing it by yourself or end up playing with other people. So I would definitely have to recommend this game for you to buy, and it's actually at a good price. It's $18 damn, and you get free DLC with it too, just like you did with the first one. Come on, son, that's like a no-brainer. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that review in this new review style. So if you really enjoyed it, as always, you definitely can leave a comment down below on either up and coming games or any games you have not seen me review. You can actually comment those and I can actually get to a review. And also, any up and coming games like Berserk coming out, Beyond Human, Salt and Sanctuary, you know, just so on and so forth. If you want to see reviews on that, leave them in the comments down below. So if you guys really enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button. It really helps me out. And I would just like to thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, I don't even know what I was going to say. But thank you guys for tuning in. It's Quentin Games. Peace out.